Hello and welcome back to my channel. Please ignore my hair. I don't know what went wrong. Like, why is it so flat? What have I done to deserve this? But I feel like it's acceptable because today's video is not about hair. At least not the hair on your head. It's about the hair over your eyeballs. I realized I've done videos on how I do my liner and a video on how I do my eyebrows, but I've never done an eyelash application 101, and I am someone who wears thick eyelashes all the time, like probably too much. Over the past year or so, I have been wearing a lot of magnetic eyelashes instead because it's just easier for me, and they're like really reusable. But those are hard for a lot of people to apply. If your eye shape doesn't fit the magnetic lashes properly, it's just difficult. So I thought I would show you how I applied my glue lashes today, and then you have the video on how I do it. So step number one is go to the store, buy some fake eyelashes. The ones I am wearing today are by Ardell. These are the 110 natural lashes. I bought these ones specifically because they were on sale for $14.95 for the 4-pack, and all the other lashes were $6 for just one pair. So why would I buy one for $6 when I can buy four for $14? You know, that is all that went into this. Ardell Lashes are probably the most common brand of eyelashes because they're pretty much available at every drugstore. They're pretty inexpensive and they're pretty great quality, and they have a ton of variety of styles, so I definitely recommend going with Ardell, especially if you're a beginner. When choosing your eyelashes, especially if you're an eyelash novice, the best advice I can give you is clear, thin lash band. Look at the lash band, so like the part that would go against your eyes, the part that the lashes come out of. Make sure you're picking one that's thin and one that's clear, preferably. Because that way, it doesn't really matter if it's not super matched up with your eyelashes, because it's clear, so you can't really super tell. And also, when it's thin, it'll be really easy to manipulate it to make it fit your eye. The next step would be when you take the eyelashes off the card, once you get home, kind of hold them to your eyes to see if you're going to have to trim them. For me personally, my eyes are pretty much the perfect size for Ardell Lashes, so I don't have to, but with other brands, like Sephora collection actually, I do have to trim them a little bit because they're a little too wide. When trimming eyelashes, the best recommendation I can give you is trim off a little bit from the outside rather than the inside. The outside being the outer corner of your eye and not your tear duct. That is because most fake eyelashes that you buy come tapered a little bit in the middle, and they're usually big and fluffy on the outside edge. So you don't want to get rid of that taper because A, it makes it more comfortable for the inner part of your eye to wear them, and B, it makes them look more natural because your eyelashes are like that. So as much as it might hurt to cut off some of the big, pretty, fluffy eyelashes on the outside edge, that will be your best bet. Next step is actually one that I didn't do today because I figured it might make it more difficult for you to see, but I definitely recommend if you're trying eyelashes for the first time, wear eyeliner. Because that way, if you don't get it set up perfectly with your natural lash line, it's okay, no one will be able to tell. It will help kind of hide everything that's going on around your lash line, but definitely recommend wearing eyeliner. Next, this is something that a lot of people might disagree with me on, but personally, my preference is to curl your lashes and put on mascara before you put on fake eyelashes. That is because I feel like when I put on mascara after I put on fake eyelashes, A, I'm a really aggressive mascara putter on her, so I end up ripping the fake eyelashes off. And B, when you're putting mascara on fake eyelashes, like they're just going to get wrecked faster and dirty faster, and I'm not going to be able to reuse them as often. So I put mascara on first. Now we're finally going to apply our eyelashes. So you're going to want to take your glue. Probably the most common brand of glue used is Duo. Mine is just the regular clear Duo glue in the squishy bottle. And when you take the eyelashes off, you're going to want to apply a very thin layer along the band. And then what I do is I take my timer on my phone and I just wait 25 seconds. Sometimes I accidentally wait a little bit longer than 25 seconds, but never less. The reason you're waiting this long is because you're allowing time for the glue to dry a little bit and get a little bit tacky. If the glue doesn't have time to get tacky before you try to put it on your face, it's not going to stick, and you're just going to end up slipping and sliding around all over the place, and you're going to make a huge mess. So definitely make sure you give your eyelashes a chance to get tacky before you put them on. Also, make sure you're not over-applying glue. I see a lot of people try to put on lashes and they end up just glooping and glooping glue on. It does not take a lot of glue to attach the eyelashes to your eyes. And honestly, the more glue you use, the more likely you are to end up, getting glue in your eye or pulling out your own eyelashes when you take it off or just making a mess. Just enough glue to cover the lash band all the way through. Wait 25 seconds. Then in the footage here, I tried to use tweezers to show you because I thought it might make it easier to see, but typically I just put on my lashes with my fingers. They also have those clampy tools now that you can get to put on lashes. Use whatever you want. Use whatever you find the most comfortable. For me, it's my fingers. So what I do is I take the lashes holding them in the middle, and then I adhere the middle of the lashes to the middle of my lash line. smoosh it into the middle there as close to where my eyelashes grow out of as I can, hold it for a second or two, and then let go. Then I take the outer corner and I tuck it in to where the outer corner of my eyelashes is coming from, and then I always have issues with my inner corner of my eyelashes. Those always like to poke out on me, so I save those for last so that they have the longest time to let the glue get tacky. I grab those with my fingers and I push them in to where my inner lashes are coming out of, and I hold that there, and I hold that there for as long as I possibly can so that it really, really adheres as best as it can, and then I let go. Then I do the other eye. You can apply a little bit of liner after the glue has dried if you want to cover the lash band. I often do, especially if I'm wearing eyeliner to begin with. Today I obviously didn't bother. And then the last step is actually something that I haven't heard a lot of people mention before, but I really recommend if you're going to be someone who really wants to apply fake eyelashes a lot, invest in an eyelash curler like this one. This one is by Sephora Collection, and what makes it unique is it doesn't have sides. So because it doesn't have sides, I'm able to fit my eyelashes and the giant fake eyelashes into it because I can just kind of weasel it in through the side. So get the fake eyelashes and your real eyelashes in the eyelash curler and squish. That way you're clamping them together to make sure that all of the eyelashes, both real and fake, are working as a team and looking beautiful and curly and lovely. So now the end of the day has come and it's time to take your lashes off. The popular way to do it is just to rip them off. That is, however, not how I recommend doing them because I like to push my lashes so far down, like into my lash line, that sometimes they actually do adhere to my lashes. Not an ideal situation, but sometimes that's what happens. That's how you get your lashes to look good. What can I say? So how I recommend taking your eyelashes off is honestly, usually I take some kind of micellar water or like any kind of makeup remover on a cotton swab and I kind of rub along where the glue is stuck to my eye, and that usually loosens it enough that I can just pull the rest of it off. I just prefer doing it that way because I feel like it causes less damage to my own eyelashes. You know, I want to wear fake eyelashes, but I still want to have nice natural lashes. And with this method, you can have it all. And then after that, I just take the eyelash off, you know, clean it off a little bit with that cotton swab if I have to, but I usually don't have to because I don't put mascara on after I put on my lashes. And then I just set it back in this as best as I can. There is a container that goes over this, so sometimes if it doesn't stick back in, they just sit loose in the container and I don't really care. That's it. And anyway, that's how I apply and remove my fake eyelashes. I really hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learned something, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already, and I will see you next time.